Good morning, everybody. This is PapaSweenBean. You are listening to PapaSweenBean in the morning here on RadioRadioX, proudly sponsored by Powder Keg Coffees, the official brew of RadioRadioX. How are you this Monday? Doing mighty fine myself. It's a nice morning. I think I have the heat on, but it's at that level where I don't know if I really need to have that heat on. Just like wasting money, I guess. We got a lot of good stuff coming up for you. We got some Pet Shop Boys. We got some Beastie Boys. We got some Stone Temple Pilots and Gladys Knight. Yes, what a mix right there, huh? So we're going to kick it off with the Grateful Dead with Casey Jones here on Radio Radio X. And that was Pet Shop Boys with West End Girls. And before that, it was Kevin Bartlett with Damaged Boy. Kevin Bartlett is a local performer, and we like to spread the love, the local love, every hour. Like to put a little bit in there. And Kevin, that one was for you. Coming up after the break, we have Doug and the Slugs with Real Enough. And that's it's going out to all of you. This is PapaSweenBean. You're listening to Radio Radio X. And that was a little Stone Temple Pilots for you with Vaseline. And before that, it was Gladys Knight with Best Thing Ever Happened. And, you just listen to those two songs. You're like, how do they get together? And they do. They get together and they dance together and they spend the night together. I don't know about that. It's beyond my knowledge. Coming up after the break, we had First Aid Kit with This Is What You Did here on Radio Radio X. And to end the 9 o'clock hour, that was Suicide with a Girl. And before that, The Human Beings with Nobody But Me. And it's funny that I think it was yesterday, I put on the Beatles and Girl, and I said, well, only the Beatles could write a song and just call it Girl. But I guess I was wrong. Suicide can also do it. Coming up at 10 o'clock, we got a lot of great stuff for you, as we always do. And I will keep you in suspense, because I'm a suspense writer and that's what I get paid to do. So this is PapaSweenBean and you're listening to Radio Radio X. And this is PapaSweenBean again here with you. You're listening to PapaSweenBean in the morning on Radio Radio X, proudly sponsored by Powder Keg Coffees, the official brew of Radio Radio X and the unofficial brew of my every morning. And I'm going to drink a little here. Here's a sponsored sip. Okay, so we just had The Pursuit of Happiness with I'm an Adult Now. And before that, it was Joe Jackson in Sunday Papers. And I would question whether I am an adult now. Coming up after the break, we have 1313 Mockingbird Lane, local performers. And the song is Roadrunner here on Radio Radio X. And that was the Flaming Lips with You Have to Be Joking. And before that, it was Pale Moon Gang with Live for Today. And like I said, it's a okay morning in beautiful downtown Code. It's not too cold, and sun's not up yet here, but it's coming. It's sent a message. It said it will be late. I don't know. It ran into some issue over in Asia, I guess. I don't know. Coming up after the break here, we have Arcade Fire with Signs of Life here on Radio Radio X. And closing the 10 o'clock hour off with a little White Reaper with the world's best American band. And before that, it was the Boomtown Rats with Trash Glam Baby. And coming up at 11 o'clock, of course, we're going to have great music and going to have some local in there, as we always do. But remember, at 12 o'clock is the local lunch, which is one full hour of local music, and that's sponsored by Corcoran Stowcat Tavern and hosted by our very own Rob Smedix. So you want to stick around for that. You want to stick around for 11 o'clock. Don't get me wrong. There's going to be a lot of great stuff there, too. So I'll see you in a bit. This is PapaSweenBean, and you're listening to Radio Radio X. And here I am with you at the 11 o'clock hour. This is PapaSweenBean. You are listening to PapaSweenBean in the morning here on RadioRadioX, proudly sponsored by Powder Keg Coffees, the official brew of RadioRadioX, and myself as well. So what did we have there? We had Vintage Trouble with Before the Teardrops, and for that it was Sleater Kinney with It's Enough. And yes, it's enough. This music is enough for you. Trust me. There's more than enough here for your auditory plate. So coming up after the break here, we have Steely Dan with Pet here on RadioX. And that was Depeche Mode with People Are People. And before that, it was Coco Montoya with The Moon is Full. And yes, people are people, so that means you are also people. So when you go out there in your daily business, just remember, everybody you're dealing with is also a people too. Coming up after the break, we have Portugal, the man, with Modern Jesus here on RadioX. And to close the 11 o'clock hour, we have Def Leppard with Blood Runs Cold. And before that, it was Bob Dylan with Just Like Tom Thumb's Blues. And as I had said before, coming up at noon, we have the local lunch, which is one full, brimming to the full hour of local music. And that's sponsored by Corcoran Soap Tavern in Waterford, a place you definitely want to go and enjoy yourself. And as it's hosted by Rob Smittix, who I can assure you is real. There's been some speculation about that, but I'd like to put that speculation to rest. Rob Smittix is real. So I'm going to give you my patent to sayonara, and I will see you tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. sharp. This is PapaSweenBean, and you're listening to RadioX.